Hey everybody, I am Brenda Sellers here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It is a rainy Monday evening. I will give everybody time to get their notification that it is 8 o'clock on Monday evening and it's time for Brenda Sellers Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to be live. All right, while we're doing that, I'm going to grab some paper so we can make a card. All right, I hope that you have had a great weekend. Been busy getting ready for our creative escape. My desk looks like a paper factory kind of blew up on it, but it didn't. So getting a little bit of organization going on, and I forgot to turn my notifications off. Let me see if I can do that real quick while I'm waiting for people to join. Let's see if it'll work. Do not disturb. There we go. Flip those back up. There. Woo! Now we shouldn't get any interruptions. All right. I hope that you had a great weekend. It was beautiful outside and got to spend some time doing things that you like to do. So wanted to remind you that June is, not sure why my camera looks like it's at an angle. So anyway, it might be because my phone's a little heavy. That could be part of it. Anyway, June has the last chance going on right now for this January to June mini catalog. So I did email everyone. I will try to post the link to the PDF of the last chance items in my Facebook. In my Facebook, so that you can see that. So lots of stuff is last chance, so get it while the getting's good. Otherwise, if it's gone, you can't find it on the website, it's gone. So sorry. There's that. Let me lay that out of the way. There's plenty of new fun stuff in the new catalog. So if you didn't get one and you want one, let me know. You can leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to get you a catalog. We can meet somewhere or I'll be happy to mail it to you. So there's that. Love, love, love a lot of the stuff in this catalog. So what's going on this week? That's got me so busy. The Creative Escape is happening Saturday. I know that we posted that we had 2 spots remaining. I think both of those have been taken. I will do the math with Brandy, my friend who's doing the Creative Escape with me. But I think that was the last 2 spots, so they're gone. I am so thrilled that we have had so much interest in our Creative Escape, and it's going to be an all-day event this coming Saturday. Looking forward to spending the day crafting with everyone. I cannot wait. And then Saturday, June the 18th is my Kits and Sips. So at Panera Bread, I tend to meet our ladies who have purchased a paper pumpkin kit. But you can purchase any kit that you want and come and have fun with us. We spend about 2 hours at Panera Bread. We order lunch about midway through. So we work for about an hour. We grab lunch. We can work a little bit afterwards if we want, or we just sit and talk and visit. Also, during the month of June, kits are buy one, get one half off. So buy a kit, put the second one in your cart, you get half off. So that's a great steal. So that's fun. So that information is in the email that I shared, and you'll also be able to find it on my Facebook channel page, whatever you want to call it. Card class, June the 25th, for anybody who's interested in that. I know that that was in my big, long email that I shared, but I'll be sharing that individually here soon. All right. And then Kits and Sips via Zoom, so you can craft in your own crafting space and do it by Zoom if you don't want to meet at Panera Bread or don't have time. I tend to do those on the last Tuesday night of the month. So there's that. I was able to send out our monthly thank you notes. They just went in the mail yesterday. So for those of you who got one of those, you got your little calendar of events. I will post that also on the Facebook page. So tonight, I've been watching a fellow demonstrator do some little fun folds. So tonight I want to try another one of those little fun folds. I've got one planned for Saturday. So those of you ladies who are getting to come to that, get to do one. And I'm going to show you how to do another one tonight. So let me move some of the the dimensionals, paper backs off of my desk space here. And we will make another card. And since it's laying on my desk, we're going to use the, what's the name of it? Cup of tea. And we'll just keep on going with that and create another card together. All right. This is the point where I tell you, if you get seasick, close your eyes and I'll tell you when you can look again. So here we go. Flipping the camera. Here's my beautiful ceiling. All right. And there's my crafty space. There we go. My little notes. Okay. So we are starting with Starry Sky. And we are going to pull out our paper trimmer. And it's a standard card base. Hi, thank you for joining tonight. You jumped right on in right when we are starting to make our card project. So great timing. So cutting our card base at 5.5. We're starting with a regular size piece of paper. So there's 2 card bases. And then we're going to flip it around. This is going to be a fun fold. We're going to score it at 1.5. This is going to be like an off-centered gatefold card, I guess. So score there, and then slide it on down and score it at 5 3/4. And remember to grab the scoring blade and not the cutting blade, because that would make us sad. So we're using Starry Sky. I'm going to lay that there, and then let's pick us some Designer Series paper. I've got a stack of it here. Hi! I see some more friends have joined. Hi, Ginger. Let's do some of these teapots. Do we want those or... Yep, we're going to use that one. So I'm going to cut this one because I need to make sure it goes up and down. I'm going to cut the bottom of it off at 5 1/4. And then I'm going to cut a piece at 1 1/4. And a piece at 5 3/4. Well, I thought I was. Let's grab another piece. It's a good thing there's a whole stack of those. So 5 3/4. 5 1/4. So we make sure our pattern goes the right direction. Ha! Yep, 5 1/4. I'm reading the wrong measurement, guys. Designer series paper, 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Got that one. This one needs to be 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. So there's our 5 1/4. This one is 2 1/2. I can use the same piece. I'm like, something's not adding up here. I don't need to go in the whole middle. There we go. And then I will get a piece of basic white to go on the inside that measures 4 by 5 1/4. Because we're using such a dark piece of cardstock, we need to be able to see what we're writing on. So let's put our card together. So this folds here, that folds there. Let me grab my bone folder. I always use my bone folder to make good, crisp folds. And then I'm going to use the Tombow liquid glue. Don't need a whole lot. Because you don't want it gushy. Put a piece right here. And then this piece will go over here. I like using the green glue. That's what a lot of people call that liquid glue, because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this piece on the inside. Now this card, you could, depending on your designer series paper, you can have it open this direction. If you had Brandy, or you could, if you used a different design, you could have it open like that, or you could have your big piece on the top, however you want it, or turn it even this direction. Again, it's all depending on the direction of your designer series paper. I chose mine this way. So now we're not done. Let's make our little focal point. I am going to grab stylish, why is that word so hard right now? They're called stylish shapes, I believe. Yes. And I am going to use one of the squares. Going to use this one and a piece of basic white. Not that piece, not big enough. And cut that. Grab our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or otherwise known as the Baby Boss. That piece is too wide to go through, so we're going to give it a little trim. right, there's our white layer. And I am going to use the bigger square on the opposite side of that and make us a layer. Just trimming it so it'll go through the baby boss. Even though the big one's sitting right behind me, this one's just a little bit more convenient to grab and set on the table right now. Okay, there's those two squares. And I like those squares because they have those little stitched designs. I'm not sure. There, you can see them. Can you see the stitching? There you go. So I'm going to layer those two together. It's habit for me. I know I don't need that much glue. And then I have, let's bring our card back in. Because this has Tahitian tied in there. So that's going to go there. I stamped a teacup the other night, so I'm going to go ahead and put it right there too, but I'm going to use dimensionals. And they are laying in the other room. Let's get some more out. Let's go ahead and decorate this. Put the coffee cup right there. And then I'm going to get these little flower sprigs. Let's go ahead and put it on our card. I'm going to use that block to hold the card closed for a minute. So we only need glue, remember, because we don't want to close the whole front. We only need adhesive on this one side. So I'm gonna, I should have paid attention to that. Hold on a second. Let's do a little bit of surgery here. I wasn't thinking. All right. We're going to cut another piece of white to go on top of that one, so that our teapots will go right side up. Let me cut another piece of white. That's what happens when you craft live. That's too small. Move the little teacup out of the way so it doesn't stick on something. Usually I don't have to worry about that because I'm not thinking about the design on the back side of a paper, because it's going down flat. So there we go. And I cut that too small. And that one's too small. It's a good thing I got a whole stack of paper over here. All right, let's hold our paper together. Our scissors. Try not to wiggle the table too much. All right, so glue. So it's just going to make our front a little sturdy, or a lot more sturdier. Let's layer it right on top of that. And nobody will know that I didn't intend for it to happen unless they watch the video. All right, so we want our teapots to be face up. So we want a little bit of adhesive on this side. And we know we don't want it past. Okay. Keep your fingers on. Kind of want it centered. So adhesive down this side. And there we go. So while I am finished, or just using that to apply some even pressure. All right. There we go. And that way when it opens, you can still see the teacups on that side too. Glad I looked before we got it all decorated. Okay, now let me add some adhesives or dimensional back on this. And since I pulled some of the paper off, let's give it a little glue dot. There we go. Now, let's pull out our cute little leaves or greenery. And we have some nice little scraps. Unintentional, I might add. But they're going to work perfect for that. And let's see. There's the die. We are going to use Parakeet Party as our green ink. And remember with these, it's tap, tap, tap. You don't want to smush. Especially with these new in colors. Mine are very wet. So they tend to give me a weird looking color anyway. That'll work. Not my most favorite, but it'll be okay. And then I'm going to use these cute little flowers, and I'm going to color them with our Stampin' Right markers on the side. And sorry, I do see that it is wiggling the table. And stamp that down. All right. Pull in the mini boss again. Use this die and cut this out. If you need to hold it in place, you can grab a Post-it note, which is, I've got a couple of them laying here, so I'm going to grab one and hold that in place. And then here's the little dies, the die for these little flowers. I can run them through at the same time. Make my sandwich. And there they are. So now pull our card back in. Let's get some dimensionals on the back of this little one. Probably doesn't need 3, but we're going to put 3 on there. Slide it right in there. And then these little guys, I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool because that end is putty. Pop the end of my glue off. And what I tend to do is I pick that up and hold it there in just a tiny little dot. You can also put this on your silicone mat, the glue, and just dab that in there. You just need a little bit. You don't want it gushy. Or you can use a pair of tweezers. Sorry, I used to have some right over there. I do. Right there. Oh, not gonna stay. Okay, gotta change hands because I'm afraid I'll push too much glue out. Okay. And then let's put this one up here. Put one of these up here. Pick up the other one. It could get very tedious if you do a ton of these little guys, but I think it just adds a little bitty cute pop of color, and that's all you really want. Let's put it right there. And then you could add whatever sentiment you want. Let me find my Wink of Stella. I'm going to make our teacup glittery. There we go. So there's our little fun fold card for tonight. So then you could add, let's do that. Let's get together soon. Let me pull that out of there. It is right here. Here's us a block. What color ink should we use? Who's watching? Pop me in a color. What color ink do you want to use? While you're doing that, I'll pick a punch. Tahitian Tide? I thought so too. And wouldn't you know, that's the only ink that's not well, it is on my desk somewhere. Other stamp set. Or other stack of stamps or ink. And because these are the polymer stamps, I try to always add a little cushion underneath them so that you can get a nice crisp little image. Give it a few seconds to soak into the paper. There we go. And then no, let's do a square. That one's too small. This is the next biggest one. Give it the same stitching. And I may have stamped it down too low. Let's do that. Let's redo that. And then that one looks goofy. Flip it over. Like it's got speckles or something in it. Okay, better. I'm going to put this one flat right here. Oh, it definitely hides this one. Come on, glue, come out of there. All right, and now it needs some rhinestones. To bring that glitter down here too. Add one there. Come on. It keeps wanting to jiggle around. Let's put one up here. There we go. There's our card. This is a different kind of gatefold. It's off-centered. I'll have the measurements in the description. They're laying on my desk somewhere. I've moved papers around, so I can't find them right now, but I'll have it in the description. But it's the Cup of Tea is the stamp set that I used. And then this is the Cup of Tea Designer Series paper. So then you open it up and you have your place to write your sentiment inside. So there we go. All right. I hope that everyone has a great week. And for the ladies joining us Saturday, I can't wait. Don't forget, everyone, don't forget the last chance sale. The Kits and Sips on Saturday, June the 18th. And all kinds of fun stuff. So it'll all be posted, but there's tonight's card. I hope that you all have a great night, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, and thank you all for the compliments. Again, this gatefold and the dimensions are compliments of Jackie Bolhuis, Klompen Stampers out of Michigan. So I jotted down her measurements really quick and wanted to share them with you. So there we go. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.